This is the last prophecy video before we finally get to the Olivet prophecy. This one has to do with the final two verses of the Old Testament in the book of Malachi, where it's prophesied that Elijah would come. And this was fulfilled early in the New Testament, but not in the way the leaders of Israel expected that it would, or in a way that you and I would have figured out without the benefit of hindsight. When Zacharias is told that he's going to have a son, it's said of his son that he will go forth in the spirit and power of Elijah. There's an interesting set of parallels between John the Baptist and Elijah the prophet. I got this list from a website, and I'll put the link in the description so that you can check it out, and it also has the Bible references in that link. First, they were preachers of repentance. Second, they had a similar appearance. Very rough, desert-dwelling men. And third, they both lived off food in the desert. Elijah had ravens bring him food, which sounds really gross to me, but better than starving. And John the Baptist ate locusts and wild honey. They both blasted the hypocrisy of religious leaders. They both confronted evil kings, calling them out for their deeds. And they both had evil queens who sought out their lives. Jezebel never got to Elijah, but Herod's wife got John the Baptist killed. Those were 5 and 6, confronting evil kings, and evil queens sought to kill them. And then finally, they both suffered from discouragement and doubt. John sent word to Jesus saying, "Are you the expected one, or shall we look for someone else?" Whereas Elijah thought he was the only one left and was despairing of life. And God said, "No, I've got 7,000 who have not bowed the knees to Baal." Now, when John was asked if he was Elijah, he said, "No, I'm not." So he wasn't literally Elijah. But Jesus said he is the Elijah who is to come. Jesus said that in Mark 9, 12, and 13, and he also refers to that in Matthew 11, 14. And the prophecy at John's birth is in Luke 1, 17. So prophecy is often fulfilled in ways that no one saw coming, and that we can be sure we wouldn't have seen coming either. We just know it due to hindsight of being able to read the Bible later. So finally, next prophecy video, we're going to start addressing the Olivet prophecy and eventually get to that phrase, "this generation."